Hello, we are from Group 7. We will present our group discussion on Demonstrasi Kontekstual Socio-Emotional Learning. And our group member are Dewi Kavanila, Dewi Purwanti, and Yoga Priyandiansa. A teacher as a role model of socio-emotional practice has several challenges. The first is teachers has to start applying socio-emotional learning to her or himself. Second, teacher's intention to learn socio-emotional learning. The third, teacher's capability in applying SEL in the classroom. And the last, the environment doesn't support socio-emotional learning. The following are two related teachers' cases on socio-emotional learning in the teaching and learning process. The first case is in a big classroom whose two students are special need. The teacher cannot facilitate the students' learning need and the teacher feels guilty. And the second case, the teacher doesn't have intention to help the students. She or he tends to ignore the special needs students.
The school can facilitate the social emotional learning by first it can be started from the teacher. The teachers should know the knowledge of social emotional. And then the second, the teacher can give a home visit to the students. And the third, having a parenting seminar for both the parents and also the students. And then the fourth, it's about online school advisory. And the fifth, homeroom teacher together with counselor teacher can do personal guidance to a specific students. And of course, there will be so many challenges. The first, the schools and the teachers' intention in learning about SEL. Of course, not all teachers and not all school principal will have a growth mindset. They sometimes didn't want to learn something new, but this became our challenge to implement SEL and to introduce SEL for them. And then the second is the different characteristic of students that can affect the SEL in the classroom and at schools. And then the third, it's about parents' capability in understanding about social emotional and also how the parents can implement social emotional at home.
The students' characteristics affects their capability to learn something. I need to understand the students' characteristics so I can make the students interested in me. The teacher cannot force the students, but the teacher can guide and facilitate their needs in the learning process. For instance, in a big classroom that are crowded and troubled, the teacher needs to win the classroom by doing emotional approach. The teacher needs to find one or two students who can influence others and cooperate with him or her. The movie is very inspiring, so I can use the value of the teacher's spirit to motivate me in providing the learning process for the students. What we can learn from Laskar Pelangi movie are, first, the teachers have big motivation to support the students. Pumus and Pak Harfan was eager to open the school again. They finally have 10 students. Although the building and the learning media remains the same, they together make a big change in the term of the students' achievement. It shows that the teacher is the agent of change. The second, the teacher can influence the students to be creative and want to learn. Muslimah is also a source of energy for the students to build their confidence in facing the competition. And Bumus fully also supports the students to perform in the carnival that requires the students to display their creativity. The third, difficult circumstances are not a barrier to achieve your dream. Every student in the school comes from a poor family, and the school building with a bad infrastructure are an obstacles for the students to learn. Some of them even have to travel very far to attend the school. The last, being different is not a weakness but a privilege. The students join carnival where they only use lips as a costume. At the first, they are underestimated by the audience, but they can win the competition.
The second movie is Dead Poet Society. Dead Poet Society is a 1989 American drama film written by Tom Sulman. It tells the story of an English teacher who inspired his students through his teaching of poetry. Okay, three things that we can learn from this movie of Dead Poet Society. The first is be a teacher who can inspire our students to dream and follow their heart. And the second, as a teacher, we should teach in different way and different approach to attract their attention. And the last, as a teacher, we should understand the students' problem in order to develop their potential and their character.
Now the third movie, it is Sekolah Rimba. It tells about the ethnic somewhere in Jambi that has no education at all. The ethnic has been tricked by the palm oil company to give their land and are prohibited to do farming and hunting. One day, Bubutet comes and teach them how to read and count. However, Bubutet has many failures in bureaucracy, finance, and even rejection from the ethnic itself. However, Bubutet has set intentions and she has a very good resilience. So she wakes up and she get up from the failures and set intention to still teach all the ethnic, the kids including Bungo, to read and count. What can we learn from the movie Sekolah Rimba? In life, there will always problems. In teaching as well. It could be the problems with the administrative, it could be the problem with the student score, with the parents, with the school principals, or even the problems with ourselves. However, as a teacher, we have to set intentions to teach the students. That is most important thing. Number 2, failure is a friend. So as a teacher, we should have a good resilience to get up from the failure and do better next. For example, one day when we teach the materials, we failed to make the students interested with the materials. So we can evaluate and do reflection from our teaching and we can do better next. The third, small progress from the student matters. So as a teacher, please appreciate the small progress that the students have made by saying, "Excellent! Nice work, everyone! I know you can do that." That's the examples.